talk about the fucking Mets for our winter meetings episode. I'm broadcasting to you live from a wintry location in Mammoth Lakes, California. Okay, on with it. Anyway, we have Pete Alonso. Everybody knows by now he signed with the Orioles. Good amount of money. I think it was about $155 million. And if you look at the Mets and how their offseason is going so far, it's like, what the hell are you doing? Honestly, what in the actual fuck? And Alonso straight up played them like fools. If you remember last year, he was looking for 6 years at $180 million. And they let him blow in the wind, the Mets did, until February, and they ended up signing him after a winter of desolate destitute for Mr. Pete Alonso for a 2-year, $54 million deal, which he opted out of this year, leaving him in total for 6 years, including last year, with $185 million. He comes out ahead of what he wanted compared to last year, to the tune of $5 million more. So good for you, Pete Alonso. You're a hell of a hitter. Play 162 games a year. And poo-poo the Mets, of course. Everybody who follows the Mets, not me really, but I kind of watch them from afar. They're like my cousins from New York that I don't really like talking about. They tend to fuck up a lot. Like, as far as their personnel decisions, it's kind of as that's how it's been the past 20 years. I remember the Mets getting Mo Vaughn after the Angels had him, when he was kind of on the backside of his career. Nothing really ended up working out for them for the past 20 years. Who else have they lost this offseason? Brandon Nimmo, and then Diaz, the reliever. And interestingly enough, upon reading Jimmy Bowden's article from the Athletic this morning, he goes on to basically detail how last year at spring training for the Mets, the three players that stood out to him as having the best influence on their clubhouse were actually Brandon Nimmo, Diaz, and Pete Alonso. All three of them are gone. Edwin Diaz is actually pitching for the Dodgers, apparently for the next 3 years. He got a shit ton of money from them. 3 years, $69 million. Am I right? Anyways, all three of those guys are gone. So I don't know what the Mets are going to do. To their credit, they did get Marcus Semien in return for Brandon Nimmo. Semien, another guy on the backside of his career. I'm noticing a trend. He's 35 years old. Definitely a good clubhouse influence. He's a good guy. And I've heard him, I believe, on Mookie Betts' podcast. Seems like a nice guy. Seems like a stand-up dude. So I don't know what the Mets are doing. They have $765 million committed to Juan Soto, and they need a good right-handed power bat in the lineup behind him. Otherwise, I think that money is just going to shit. It's going to waste. The money that they're paying Pete Alonso to hit the hell out of the baseball. You gotta maximize that. Besides, it's New York. So we'll see how it goes with the rest of their offseason. They have the opportunity to sign perhaps Kyle Tucker, Alex Bregman, Bo Bichette, Framber Valdez, Michael King. These guys are still floating around, and it's still early in the offseason, so we'll see how the rest of the winter meetings go, and definitely pay attention to our Mets and the moves that they have to make to not look completely ridiculous next season and continue their trend of the past 25 years of, as I call it, betting. So don't bet. Mets. Try and do better. Well, with that, I'll be leaving you. You all have a good night, and take care of yourselves and each other. Tomorrow we'll do it again.